Hi, I'm Tom Nolle, president of CIMI Corporation. I had an opportunity in the last 60 days to go over the post-mortem plan of a company who had determined that their tech project failure rate was simply too high. They were losing money on projects instead of making money on them, and they wanted to understand what the difficulties were. And there's all kinds of reasons why projects fail, and we probably know most of them. But I think one of the things that struck me in this particular study that this company did was that they pinpointed a problem that we never think of. We know how to succeed in a project, sort of, but we don't know how to fail. What the company found was that, for example, all of their project phases did in fact have checkpoints that said, here's where we test this particular goal against the requirements, and here's where we test this implementation strategy against the objectives that were set up for it. But what they found was that they never went into the question of, well, what do we do if it doesn't do what we expected? There was no attempt to work a corrective process into the project plan to accommodate the failure of an early phase. And as a result of that, the projects tended to blunder on in some crippled mode. Ad hoc changes were made perhaps to try to deal with issues, but nothing really substantive was done to make the project get back on track. And as a result of that, these projects tended to go over the cliff just about as often as they probably would have if there had been no intermediate checkpoints or no attempt to determine beforehand that the project was in trouble. Why try to find out if you've got a problem if you're not going to do anything to fix it? So maybe this is an important lesson for enterprise architects and software architects and project management people. Maybe we have to understand how to fail better. Thank you. I'm Tom Nolle.